Okay, guys, we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I'll be your friendly, what am I going to be? I'm going to be your friendly heroic master today, or hero master? I don't know. It's Dracula Dossier. I guess I'll be your friendly case handler today, because today we are going to so we had originally scheduled that we were going to continue our adventure playing the Dracula Dossier Powered by Champions campaign, mini campaign that we're playing right now, or adventure. We did find ourselves down. One of our players took ill at the last second, and talking about where we are in the game right now, Graham's character barely was introduced last session, and James has not played for a month and a half. So rather than spending the bulk of the time to get our characters up to speed and then start playing, we thought we would do what we've done in some of our other hero games, is kind of do a combat simulator to get the players familiar with how to beat the ever-living shit out of Soviet agents and agents of Dracula and the similar type of ne'er-do-wells they will encounter in this adventure. So that is what we're going to be doing today. I've labeled the session Training Day, I believe, and with me today are the stars of our Training Day session. So let me go the order. I've got you guys on the screen here, and why don't you tell us who you are and who you're playing today. First up is James.
Yep, so I'm James. I'm playing somebody who appears to be called Quantum. I vaguely remember in the past a meeting there. But,
and joining him is Graham.
Hi, I'm Graham, and I'm playing Sam Saunders, but who is known as Crusader, and he is a British agent seconded over to Germany to sort things out. Very
nice. So as context for the folks at home, this adventure is making use of an adventure originally written to be used with the Dracula Dossier, a product mega campaign that I absolutely fucking love, that was published for the Night's Black Agents RPG. We are using an adventure from the EDOM files and mashing it up with the classic superhero RPG Champions 6th edition. So, and I think neither of you guys have played Champions before this adventure, right? Or Hero System?
No.
Awesome. So that'll give some context for those at home who may be curious about it. So let me bring what we're doing. This street will look familiar to many of the viewers at home, because I've used this same map. I should have used one of my other maps I've got set up, but what are you going to do? I'm going to save those for the actual adventure proper. So this is a simple scenario, guys. So you guys are hiding in the back right now. There are about 12, in keeping with the 60s theme. The adventure itself was set in 1963, March of 1963. I want to say, is it March 16th that there's a specific important deadline? 23rd?
Yeah.
23rd, okay. So this is March 23rd, and for his birthday,
literally my birthday.
Yeah. We have a small pack of Viper agents. So one of the things you may remember, you're not necessarily playing superheroes in this adventure. You're playing characters with superpowers who are acting for UNTIL, the United Nations super spy agency, the kind of AirSats shield in the Champions universe. One of their foes is kind of an AirSats Hydra, which is called Viper. There are Viper agents who have taken hostages in this complex that you can see. I have zoomed out to 50, and that gives me a pretty good vantage on the two buildings. You guys are off over... Sorry, I'm going to move your map here, guys. You guys are right there right now. Now, what I assume is that you know where each of these characters are. Any Viper agent that you see on the roof is going to be on the roof, and they seem to be armed with some kind of assault rifle. You know, it might be... This is the 60s, so... I don't even know. It's a 1960s assault rifle. Is it an AK?
The M16 came out.
M16, okay. I always associate M16 with I guess the Vietnam War is the 60s. for starting.
Yeah,
So.
back end of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that may be what they are armed with, because they are typically North American focused. So I think this is a North American terrorist organization seemingly active in, and do we think this is in, let's say it is in the UK for Crusaders, home territory, and Quantum, you were here on a medical conference, or perhaps, for some other, on vacation. And I mean, I don't know why I'm bothering to give more just framework. I can't help but try and make a story context for this, but your job, go in, save the hostages, defeat these guys. So, the way we do initiative, I assume that you guys know where each of them are, whether it's through like high-level reconnoitering with Quantum's flight, or it is Crusaders sneaking around. You know precisely where these guys are. So, every combat, absent any other circumstances, always starts in Hero System with segment 12. Every combat turn is divided into 12 segments. When you act on those is your phase. The number of phases you act on is equal to your speed. And then when you act in that is determined by your dexterity. All of that is factored into the turn order tracker you see on the right side of the screen. Maybe the left side of it, I don't know. Mine is on the right now. So, Crusader, you were up first. You have one phase to act. You could... I'm assuming you are not seen right now. You have a couple of ways of moving around. You have your gliding cape, but you would need to get some altitude in order to take advantage of that. You can also run. You can run 18 meters for a full phase action, or you can run 9 and then take an action. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking running. I think I'm going to move. I am moving quick.
Okay.
I want to try and close in on the goons as quickly as I can.
You got it.
So I'm going to burst with speed.
Okay.
Around the corner. So how many hexes do I move?
Each hex is 2 meters, and you can move a total. If you're just so here's another option you could do. You could also run, which is double your your combat move, but it reduces your defensive combat value by half.
Right. Okay.
So let me give you another option for...
Yeah.
Because your flight is 30. So what you could do is clamber up this building here.
Yeah.
And then do, pull a Batman of like gliding down and then take an action. Because you can...
Yeah.
Oh.
Sounds great. I'll try that.
Okay. So then I don't think we need to make any checks. You'll just be clambering up to the top. So why don't you give us a stealth check then, please? That'll be under your skills tab. Oh, and one thing we would do as well, just because we want to get in the habit of it, you've decided what you want to do. You'd look at your powers, select what you're going to do, pay your endurance. In this case, you're not using an attack. You're not using anything, so you don't need to worry about that. Set your combat skill levels. In this case, you're not using hand-to-hand combat, so you won't be able to set any of them.
Yep.
But you are set up there. Okay, give us your stealth check then. Yeah, they have no fucking idea what's about to happen to them. And then Quantum. You can make your decision of what do you want to do with your turn. So maybe let's talk that through first. What are you thinking of doing? Quantum, you can fly up to 40 meters.
So I was thinking I was just going to fly onto the roof and between the two guys. And I don't know about the quantum blast. Is that just a blast around me, or is that...
That's a single target thing. So that's a good question. Let's talk about your options here. So you have... So one of the things that this has been with the game since the beginning, there's a construct called a multi-power. Multi-power you can think of as like, the old school like telephone operator things where you got, slotted into one thing and then that's what you're using. That's what the multi-power is. You pick one of the slots, and it's the way yours is built. F means fixed, means only one of the slots is active. You pick which of them you can do for free at the start of your turn. Your Quantum Blast is a single target attack. Your Penetrating Quantum Blast is armor piercing. It'll reduce the defense by half, but it doesn't, like if whatever physical defense or energy defense, but it doesn't do quite as much damage. The Restrained one costs less endurance if you're using this. If you find yourself running low on endurance, that's when you would use that. Quantum Entanglement is the entangle skill. You zorch them and catch them in some kind of, trapping energy field. You can also do Brilliant Bolt, which flashes and blinds them for a certain length of time. Or you can create a Force Wall. You create a barrier between, somewhere that can be between you and them, or them and hostages, or each other. So those are the different available attacks you have, or powers you have.
So could I fly and do the flash? So I land between them and then flash both of them?
Flash is a single target. Unless it specifically says that it's an area of effect, it's always going to only target one. So, if you're going to fly and fly and attack, that's up to 10 hexes, so 20, so you can get to about there.
So I've got 40 meters. Apparently.
Right. But 40 meters is a full phase move.
Okay.
If you're going to attack, which is a half phase action, you'll only move half that.
Yeah, and anyway, if I can only tackle one of them, I don't want to land up there next to them.
No, that would be... Although, one of the things you're going to want to do is activate your quantum force field as well. Because your force field provides... there are two different kinds of defenses. There's normal defenses and there's resistant defenses. Normal defenses apply against punches and like anything that's not a non-lethal attack. Resistant defenses apply against things that would kill you. They're killing attacks, like blades or radiation or comic book radiation or bullets. Your force field provides you resistant protection. So if you activate it, even if they shoot at you or return fire, you probably are not going to take any damage.
Okie dokie.
So, if you want to blind them, whatever power you want to use, you're going to tick your quantum flight, your force field, and whichever of the multi-power things you're using on the powers tab. Then you're going to click Pay Endurance.
Yep. And the restrained quantum blast, that is ranged attack.
All of them are range attacks.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
what the restrained one is just that it costs you less endurance. You don't need to worry about that at the start of a fight. Also, being the keen hero player you are, you'll know we always start on segment 12, because once segment 12 is done, everybody gets a free recovery, and you'll gain endurance back equal to your recovery stat. So opening up with a normal blast is not necessarily a bad thing. But pick your powers.
Yep.
Okay.
So I've done that.
Then click Pay Endurance.
Pay Endurance. I'll just skip where I'm... So they're in the corner. Pay Endurance.
Oh, you hit it twice.
Oh.
Yep, that's okay. Hit Recover until you're back up to full. And then hit Pay Endurance again. There you go.
Right.
Okay. And is that not... Oh, it is tracking. Yeah, your green bar is your endurance.
So I would then...
Set your combat levels as well. Go to the combat tab, set your skill. Remember, you can set it to OCV, DCV, or more damage if you're doing a damaging attack.
Yep.
Okay. And then go ahead and take your turn.
So I will... Oops. I did have it. There we go.
It's right there.
Now, how do I get back?
There
There
you go. Nice. All right, then who do you want to? Who do you want to blast, and what are you using?
Wow.
I'm using my.
Here we go.
So that is my quantum blast.
Okay. Targeting this fella on the ground or one of the guys on the roof?
One of the guys on the roof. Let's
Okay, so set the
cleaning that
range
up.
at 18 meters.
Yeah.
And then go ahead and make your attack. You just go to your power page and or power tab, and then click on Quantum Blast.
I'm going to do the right. Oh, that was a mistake. Bit far. Powers.
I will tell you, their DCV is a 4. Oh God! What did you roll? Oh shit! Now hold on. Did you set your combat skill levels before you did that?
Did you, James?
Yeah, I had it as DCV. So I had,
Okay.
Oh, well. It's
So
the quantum of solace then.
Yeah, it's the range and then the overuse, but it is so close. So you blast, it hits the ground. 50 stun would have knocked him clean out. He would be out of the fight altogether. But you blast down. Then it is the soldiers' turn. They are all just going to be aware of you guys being here and starting to kind of get ready and get their and like letting the rest of their team know. Yeah, because they're all sort of caught by surprise. So then we are done with segment 12. Everyone can click on recover one time for your post segment 12 recovery. And then Crusader, you're up first.
So I execute a glide maneuver between buildings.
Yeah.
It's a 30. Let me just do the range thing, so I can get to about there.
Absolutely.
So do I need to click my for those listening at home, my powers tab and my glider cloak?
So your glider cloak, I don't think that costs you endurance.
It's got a flight 30 meters gliding only, and it's a click to use the power.
So you see where it says OIF on there? Or maybe it doesn't on the thing. So on the character sheet, one of the ways you can build powers in the game is if they happen to come from objects, you build them as a focus. There's there's 4 types of foci, I guess. There is obvious focuses where you know what's the source of the power is, like Iron Man's armor or, Thor's hammer. They're obvious what they are, where the power's coming from. And then there are inobvious ones where you're not quite sure. It's like a belt or something like that. Or a ring maybe might be inobvious. Then there are accessible and inaccessible. So if it is an accessible one, you can use a takeaway maneuver to get out of your hand. Thor's hammer is very easy to snatch out of his hand, right? I mean, relatively speaking. Inaccessible is something like Iron Man's armor. You need to have him unconscious in order to take the object away. Your gliding cloak is an obvious, inaccessible focus. So we know where the power's coming from, but you can't take it away from you. If it's coming from a focus, it doesn't cost endurance typically.
Right. Okay.
So, so you're going to cast that out, and if you were doing a full round to glide, that would be up to 30 meters. If it is nice. Yep. And one thing you may have noticed in the turn order, you have a turn before the soldiers act again.
Right.
So just because you use your whole turn to get over there, that doesn't mean that you're not going to be able to then, like, say, multi-attack and use your move. So, all right, so Crusader goes gliding across. One thing you could do as well, Crusader, is do something called a presence attack. A presence attack is a free action. It's, pulling a Batman. It's going down and trying to intimidate the shit out of these things. The reason it's useful, it can cause them to have penalties on their next action, to lose their next action, or to flat out run away, depending on how, scary you are. Do you have a skill that you think might benefit a presence attack?
Not
like interrogate or... I actually don't. That's not a loaded question. I don't know if there is necessarily.
No, I don't think especially that I have.
Okay. So
I'm just an everyman, you know? I'm just a guy.
So your presence is, you'll see underneath where your characteristics are located, there's a little area that has like a button to pay strength end, and there's one that says PRE attack. On the core tab, sorry.
Yeah, I'm on the core tab, characteristics, pre-20.
And then if you look underneath that list of them, there's one that says pre-attack. It should say 4d6 there.
Presence attack, got it.
Okay. So you can't roll that, and the reason is because there's a lot of like situational modifiers come in here.
Okay.
Do you say or do anything as you're gliding in on these guys? They've just been distracted by Quantum's, bright energy blast.
Right. It is your end time, I say as I come across.
Okay. Then that is a good soliloquy. We'll add 1 dice to that. And you can give us so you'll see next to presence under characteristics, there should be a button for making a presence roll. Do you see that there?
I can see it.
Yeah, go and click on that. Let's see if you...
Okay.
That is not a great roll.
No.
So here's what you see as you're kind of gliding in. One of them says, "He's here!" So they clearly were anticipating you.
Yeah.
Then give us a 5d6 roll. This is the total of your normal presence plus the soliloquy you gave us.
Sure. So just a straight slash R, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Got you.
And we'll compare this to their ego. Their presence is a 12. Okay, so what a lot of the powers that target other characters do is you compare what you rolled in d6s to total them up to their stat, whether it's like ego or presence or whatever, and increments of 10 over it gives you different thresholds for successes. That's across that's how mind control works, that's how illusions works, that's how presence attacks work. So I've taken the time to explain it because it does show up quite a bit in the rules. 15 is not great. You're going to be able to act before him if there was in the same round, if that was the case, but you haven't done anything else beyond that yet.
Okay,
but you've landed. Now, Quantum, same process. Now, one thing you can do, your force field only costs endurance when you activate it. And it won't deactivate. So you can it's still going to be active, but you can untick use power.
Okay, so let me go there. So power.
But you are going to use flight, I assume, because you're presumably up in the air. And I'm assuming you're going to want to Zorch somebody.
So how do I switch it to off? Get rid of the on?
Just tick. On the far left, there is I can't remember what it's called, active power or something like that. What is it?
Yep.
Let's
on.
See.
So I'll remove.
On. Yeah. So take the tick off. There you go. So I'm assuming you're flying, and I'm assuming you're going to want to Zorch somebody. I get my favorite Warren Zevon song.
I should hit that guy that suddenly appeared in front of the...
Well, you and Crusader know one another, we'll assume, for the purpose of this. Look out, Viper Agent. There's someone trying to hit you. So you could move... If you're going to both move and attack this round, you set that. Pay your endurance.
And, okay. So I guess I can move...
Did you pay your endurance?
Oh, yep, sorry.
Okay.
And pay, and...
There you go. And, again, being the canny hero system player you are, you may look at the turn order and see that you come up again before that soldier. So if you wanted to put that into OCV for this round, that would give you or to a half damage class to increase damage a little bit. Putting it into OCV, your combat skill level, would avoid the embarrassing miss you had from last time.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
Okay.
I'll do the OCV.
And range modifier, they're only 4 meters away.
So it's a big old nothing then.
Okay. How much above the roof? I think the roof. This is the roof of the building is 4 meters up. How high do you think you are right now?
I think for now I'll be cheeky and just be hovering just above the roof.
Like
so
6 meters, 5 meters up. Kind of
I'm
thing?
thinking 1 meter up.
Okay,
So
nice. Yeah, nape of the earth. Love
I'm
it.
blocking the guys from the ground seeing me.
Love it. Love it. Love it. All right, so you zorch over past Crusader and then go ahead and give us your attack. You've already paid the endurance for it. You set your skill levels. See how you do. Also, James has handily set us up for something else. What the fuck? So that is a hit. Fortunately, it's a hit because they don't have any combat skill levels or whatnot, and a 4 is a hit. Now, what we do, we take your stun, and we subtract their normal defense from it, which is 10, meaning he takes 29 stun damage. They only have 26.
Ah,
So, boom, you blast this guy. Also, would you give us a 1d6 roll, please? Now, normally it's 2d6 for knockback. Nice. Okay. So, I'm saying 1d6 because I think Crusader startled this guy, so he sort of is like a little bit off balance right now. So you're only 1. We then subtract that number from the body you did. That's how much knockback he takes in meters. You've knocked him back 5 meters, which means
He's going to drop off the roof.
he has a very unfortunate fall. So why don't you tell us what it looks like as
Oh,
you...
sorry, I was doing the guy. I was leaving Crusader to do his
Oh,
thing.
got it. You hit
It's
this guy.
the other guy.
Same thing too then. So you sent this guy flying up. What does it look like as you zoom in and blast this guy?
Yeah, so he's like, what? And off he flies off the roof and
it's that classic flailing arms thing.
Exactly. Wilhelm scream. Wahoo! All right. Then it is Crusader's turn. What are you doing?
Okay, I will take out this one in front of me, in theory.
Okay.
And so I will do powers, melee attack.
Remember, pick one of your martial maneuvers to take this fella down.
I will go back to my combat tab, martial maneuvers. I will go for let's go for a classic martial strike.
Love it.
Let's do that. And combat skill levels for martial arts. Would that be a...
Your
Would I go
martial arts and your
half
hand-to-hand,
beast?
both of those levels would apply for this thing. So you
Right.
can put them wherever you like. He does have a turn. He will have a phase that he'll be able to act on, but that's only if he's conscious.
Okay. I'm going to go for a risky half DC on that.
Love it. Okay.
Like, I think I click one of the martial arts ones, do I? For that?
All of them. Each of them is individual. You can split. You can put some in half DCV, some in OCV. You can split them between OCV and DCV. The cool
Okay.
thing with the combat skill levels is it's your way of sort of like playing around with probability before you make the roll.
Well, let me just, for now, to keep it simple, I'm not sure.
So that's
I'm
gonna be a
doing
big
this right.
hit. Yep. Oh, not the block range attacks though. Those ones are only for block range attacks.
Right.
So the
Okay.
top 4 though, you can put all those in half DCV.
Gotcha. Okay, done.
Perfect. Then you've got your martial
Endurance?
strike set. Yeah. So go to pay endurance.
Click. Done. Endurance paid.
Did you click twice?
Not deliberately, but maybe.
Okay, because I thought it went down to 41. Let me go to the powers tab for a sec. I think you've only... Let me just make sure that it's not...
It's 2.
So before, the actual 2 is added onto that. So
4.
Yeah, the 2 is your strength. So that's 4 total. So yeah, you can... Here, I'll actually do this for you. I think...
Sorry. So that was just a heavy click, I think, on there.
I got you.
That's it.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so that is ready. So then go to your powers tab and click on melee attack. And it'll make that combat maneuver for you. So again, DCV is a 4. You've hit an 11.
Exactly. Yeah.
So And yeah, so that is more than what is. What do we see as you take this first fella down?
Well, it's just a case of he sort of follows my hand and I just go
Wow! And he is down on the ground. All right, then Quantum.
Can I check something? What happened with the math here?
Yeah.
Because I rolled 15.
Yeah.
I had a OCV of 8.
Yeah.
So that'd be whatever, 23.
Yeah.
Then to hit DCV
is 11. So 19, let me think here. Yeah, 19 is what? -4. You would have needed 15 to hit. Did you leave the range modifier on?
No, our range modifier was 0, so it was 15 was the dice roll
Take a look
with an
here.
OCV of 8.
Yeah. So that should have hit a DCV of... Should hit DCV 4. I mean, you did hit DCV.
Oh, it is, so that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I really have to be up close and...
I mean, you need to not roll a 15. Like, that's... Remember, it's a bell curve, right?
Low is good.
Low is always good in this. Yeah. Low is...
It's a GURPSy system, isn't it? It's GURPSy.
Yeah, it's like GURPS. It's like Hero System. Oh, I mean, it is Hero System, but it's that thing of low is always better here.
Oh.
On task resolution. Yeah. So, okay. Then Quantum, it's once again your turn. What are you doing? That's 2 of 12 down. Where are you going next?
Do you want to stay up and me go down?
Decide what you're doing. Set your powers, pay your endurance, set skill levels, and take your turn.
I guess I will... I'll do my flight again, and I'll do my blast again. So I will pay and eating up my power, endurance.
So one thing you can choose to do, other than the post-12 recovery, you can take your full phase to just recover. You need to shut down any persisting powers. You need to be able to have your full round. If you get hit during that phase or during that segment, then you lose the benefit of it. But it is the kind of like, you know, the superhero getting up off the ground, kind of like wiping the blood off their face and then getting back in the scrum. That's what that is to kind of replicate.
Okie dokie. So
Okay.
I will drop down here, and then I will...
Are you going down at all, or are you maintaining your 4-meter height?
I think I'm going to drop down. I'll hit the ground
Got it?
here, because I'll probably recover at this point.
Yep.
And then I will, after this,
So
get
6
rid of
meters.
this guy. And
So set the range at 6 meters. You've spent your endurance.
there we are. That's more like it.
Okay. And nice. So 37. Again, -10 is 27. Is more than their stun.
And I knock him flying off the screen.
Yeah, give us a 2d6 roll, please.
Oh, hell, there's more of them over there. Shoot.
Yep. Let's see here.
I hadn't scrolled far enough across to see that.
8. So it'd be 3 meters. So yeah, his body is sent back like one hex as well. All right. Then it is the soldier's turn. All right. So these two who are on the ground, they're going to turn towards you, Quantum. What is your DCV currently?
DCV is 8.
8. Okay. And their range, 12 and 16. What is 12 and 16 for range modifiers, guys? Do you have your combat tab open? I can open it up myself. Oh, you know, hold on. I actually
12
might have...
and 16 are both -2.
Both -2. Okay, yep. So they have 4. So 15 minus 8 is your DCV right now?
Yes.
So I need a 5 or less to hit you. So they bring their guns up, and first one is a miss. Second one is a miss. All right, so they're firing away at you, rattling. They just can't get an angle on you. You come zipping down, so quickly too. So it's tough to get an angle on you. This fellow's going to use a half move to move out, and then it's going to fire at you, Quantum. There's no way that's a hit. This guy's going to start running back. Oh, he turns to his fellow, and he's like, "Get inside! Grab the hostages!" So this fellow's going to start opening the door, and I'll leave him there. And this guy's going to start running down to try and help out. These guys... This guy yells at the other to get inside, so he's going to run over to the ladder. This fellow's going to move over here. I don't think he's got a line of sight on Quantum. This fellow's going to try and get a better angle, so he's running up to the higher vantage point. Still can't see who's attacking. And this guy likewise is going to lean over. I'm going to give you more. I basically need to roll a 3 here, Quantum, to get a hit. Nope. Okay, then Crusader, you're up. What are you doing?
So I was going to sort of glide again and take the top while Quantum takes the bottom, but there's quite a few down there.
Yeah.
So to help out rather than do that, I think what I'll do is I will get to the ledge at the end there and just basically pirouette and drop on the one that is beneath me there. So basically, essentially get to about here.
You got it. So you, because you, yeah, perfect. So you land behind him. He sort of turns his gun out, and so set your powers, pay your endurance, set your combat levels, make your attack.
So it's going to be a melee attack. I'm going to go for a martial strike again, I think.
Okay.
I think I'm going to stay as it worked last time. I will stay as I am.
Okay.
Let's go to powers. Let's go to, I think I could just press pay endurance once, ideally.
Okay.
and then I will go for the melee attack. And let's see what we get. Wow.
50.
Jeez, that's definitely a hit.
Yeah, so you just land on this guy and he just crumples into the ground. Quantum.
So, how fast could I move on foot? In fact, maybe best thing I'll just do so if I do a full attack, nothing but, what does that do to change anything?
Nothing.
No,
it means you wouldn't be, if you've landed and you're not going to fly anymore, it means you're not spending endurance on flight for this round.
Yep.
Okay. Otherwise, it's just for whatever your attack is. What you could do, because you're not moving, you could also do a full attack, take -2 to hit, and attack 2 targets.
Oh, well, that sounds good.
Okay. So if you go to set your powers, pay your endurance, which is, I think, only your attack this time. Okay.
Yep.
Then, actually click it twice because you're making 2 attacks.
Okay.
Okay. Then go to the combat tab, and under the maneuvers, you're going to select multi-attack.
Multi-attack, I love that.
Okay. Number of attacks is 2, so that'll calculate -2. What is your range to these fellas?
I see. Multiple attacks, yeah.
And that's the thing you can do as a half. Normally, it's a full phase action. Crusader, you can do it as a half. So do you think a -2 would have really substantially affected any of your attacks in the last? Yeah. Okay. So your character can chew through these thugs pretty quickly. So 18 to 16, I think, is a -2, right?
The 18 will be a -4, so that probably won't hit.
So set your first one at -2.
Yep.
Or whatever the range modifier is for -2. Then go ahead and make your first quantum attack. There you go.
Nice.
Give us a 2d6 roll. Remember, you can hit the up arrow key to repopulate whatever your last thing we typed in was. So that's fucking 4 meters back. So his body goes skittering down. What's the second attack? This will be adjust the range to be 18. And then go ahead.
Yep.
Nice. All right. What do we see, Quantum, as you take these 2 out?
Yeah, well, that guy presumably is going to go with that much damage. Oh, no, that was
2d6 you're rolling. 5 meters back.
So
Yeah,
he
so-
yeah. So I guess I sort of
Yep.
one beam and clobber them both, and they
Incredible. Okay, so you've cleared the street.
It's kind of like a cutscene with the guys on the roof, and just all they can hear is like.
Exactly. Crusader, you're up next. What are you doing?
Okay, I'm going to have to follow Quantum in here. So it's going to have to be a run, I think.
Okay. So that'll be a non-combat move. That's up to 36 meters. So up to 18 squares, hexes you can move.
30, how many?
36.
But that's a run, isn't it? So I can't act then.
You can't act then, and you'll be at half DCV as well. The run.
Right. Okay. I'm going to play a little bit cautious, actually, if I can.
Yep.
What I'm going to do, I think, is almost like leapfrog Quantum and get to like just stick myself in that little sort of ledge there.
Sure.
Just come in and just go.
Okay.
And just
Love
get
it.
myself ready.
You got it. And then Quantum. What are you thinking of doing this round?
just wondering about how much power I've got left.
So one thing, you've got those restrained quantum blasts that cost no endurance to use.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to, say, reposition yourself or like fly up and then blast, if you want to catch your breath, one thing you could try and do as well is this phase, you could say fly and take cover behind this building here. And then on your next phase, take a recovery. Or do you want to go on the offense and only do that when you're really out of endurance?
Ooh. Sorry, having a dither.
Sure. No. What are you thinking?
It's probably not a huge rush, so maybe I'll just do that. I will. Hours.
Yes, after because if you look at the turn order, after the soldier's turn, you guys will each have 2 turns before they act again. Sorry, okay. 2 turns before they act again.
So I'll pay end that, and as you say, I will fly up there.
Okay, love it. Then the soldiers. So this guy's going to run out, and he'll keep walking as he's trying to find where the hell they are. Crusader, give us a stealth check, please.
Sure thing. Do what I can. We're down here. Let's do it.
Here.
Make it.
Nice. Okay. So he has no idea what's awaiting for him. This guy is going to run down.
Ooh. So I've just realized you've gone up top. Yeah, nice.
Okay. Then it is Crusader's turn. What are you doing?
Oh. Hello.
Yeah.
I'm just going to stick with what I know.
I'm going to put him at half DCV as well because he didn't know you were there.
Okay. Let's do that. They're on half DC.
Yeah.
It's on a martial strike.
Nice.
I need to pay end. Click.
Yep.
Done. Skills, not that. Powers, that. Melee attack. Go.
What do we see as you take this fella out?
I actually pick him up and I throw him into the corridor that I've just been from, and he just disappears down there.
Whoa! So it's an awesome narrative as well, but I'll point out there is an actual martial throw that you have where you can grab, and fucking throw somebody. Like there is throws, there is move by maneuvers where you like.
Let's check that.
Use your speed and then you whack somebody. You can do a move through where you're actually like slamming into somebody.
Oh. Okay, so it's a strike. So actually, I just hit him against the wall.
Your narrative is fine. I just wanted to point out that, like, if mechanically you did want to, like, if one of those guys on the roof, rather than just beating the shit out of them, you wanted to toss them off, you could absolutely do that too.
Yeah, I can see a nerve strike coming up in a minute, but just
That's an excellent one. So that one has NND, which is no normal defense. What that means, you have to have a specific type of thing. It's how you model things. Like if you've got an attack that is like not comic book radiation, but like proper fucking real life radiation where it's going to hurt you.
Oh, okay.
You would have to have an NND, and then like what you would pick is like maybe a force field would protect that or whatever. It's whatever in the fiction makes sense. But that's what a nerve strike is they need to have resistant defense in order to protect against that. Okay, so that was you scaring like out of the shadows and taking that guy out. Quantum, what would you like to do?
I guess I will re-energize myself.
Okay,
so do I just click it once, or do
just click recovery once? Yeah, because they're not going to be able to attack you.
Nice. Are you
So
recharging?
I only go back one stage, as it were. So I need to keep.
And it's worth
waiting.
pointing out, when you take stun damage, when you recover, you also get stun back. So this gives it the little bit of like back and forth feel that. And honestly, like when we were talking about when I thought about running this game, one of the reasons I thought this would be a good pick for this particular mashup is because you like 4th edition, Graham. And this has that sort of...
You've just surged.
Exactly. Okay, Crusader, you're up again. What are you doing? You can see those two fellows on the roof there who are kind of leaning over. You can see them. They can't see you yet.
I mean, if I can get to... that's... okay, where are we? If I can get to them? So it's about... I don't know if I can. It's about 14 meters.
Yeah, they are on the second... Like, they're on the roof, too, so they'll be 4 meters up.
I mean, I think what I would do is I can't quite get to them. I think what I might do is just literally... Let me just move myself... Again, it's piece by piece. I appreciate this guy's here, but I probably didn't appreciate them looking around the corner. I just hit the wall there into the shadow.
Okay, and what you can see actually is that this guy he's pulling the door open. He's going to be going inside, gun in hand, to hostages.
Into the building to his left.
Yep.
Okay.
So you would have been able to see that as you're moving in. If you're spending your full phase moving, you got 18 meters. I think you only moved 10. 10.
Well, I could probably follow up then, actually.
You could do another 8 meters, yeah.
I will do just that. And it was 2 per hex, was it?
Correct.
I've got
so 4 more hexes.
3. I'll go 4 there.
Okay, love it. Quantum. Are you satisfied with what you got back? Got enough gas in the tank, or you want to recover again?
I guess should hurry up a bit.
It would be kind of funny if you kept like flying over them, blasting the guy that Crusader's running after. Like, I'm gonna get... Oh, you son of a... I'm gonna get... Oh, no.
You're going 4, 5...
yeah, I guess I could...
I mean, what you could do for me is kind of clear my way. So there's a guy to my... Yeah, exactly. Just so.
I'm thinking, yep, so I will...
So he'll be 8 meters up because he's on the 2nd story.
Oh, okay.
Or is a 2-story building.
But still, that should still work with it. Oh, no, I can only do 20, can't I? And attack.
Yeah. But again, you don't need to be right next to the guy. As you saw, like, you were able to tag those guys from a decent distance, right? From 18 meters away. I'm going to check one thing, because I can't remember if your force field would have gone down. When you take a full recovery, I can't remember if you need to shut down all powers or only endurance using powers.
You've got a force field. Oh.
Yeah, that's right. It's not such a concern for her to have the high DCVs because...
yeah, that's awesome.
Okay, let's see here. Recovery 159. Let's see. Nope, that's not back. Let's see. $18. Where are we here? Here we go. For Pete's sake, come on. You know, it doesn't matter for today. What would you like to do?
Quantum? I think I will simply step to this side where I can see the guy on the roof here.
Okay.
And then I will use my attack on him.
Got it.
At
Okay.
the distance.
So then you select your powers, pay your endurance, set your combat levels, and then he will be... Let's see here. So he's 24 away, and then he's also 8 up. So let's... I think...
Do you set? Is that a thing?
Yeah, you can if you don't move. I think to set is a half phase, but yeah, no, it's a good point because that offsets, I think, 2 points of range modifiers.
Gives you a +1 OCV.
+1. Right. And that's to offset. Yeah, specific against the target. It's basically an aiming thing.
Okay.
Okay, so then Quantum, you poke around the corner. Go ahead and give us your attack roll.
Give it a go.
Yeah, and the range would be 17 to 32.
Yep.
Okay.
Got that set. Oof.
Okay. So that was a high roll. You don't have it set to multi-attack, do you?
No, I did remember to switch that off.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, it's just
the
a
last second,
unfortunately high roll.
Still,
all right, so you blast around the corner. They are going to try and return fire on their turn. So that guy is going to try and fire at you. -4. What's your DCV currently?
It's 8.
8. Also, cover gives you a bonus to your DCV, assuming that you're just sort of poking around the corner. So maybe just one thing to mention. You haven't been hit by anybody yet. Your whatchamacallit, your defense, your physical defense against like bullets is 30, I think, when you got your force field up.
Let me check.
Yeah, your resistant physical defense is 20 when your shield is up. Their gun does 2d6 range killing damage, which is to say, they're absent anything like armor piercing or whatnot. They cannot do enough damage to harm your body to actually kill you. You might take stun because you do a stun multiplier of ×3, so they could do up to 36 at the highest in stun damage. So you might take a little bit of stun from it. You will never actually be shot and killed as long as you got your shield up. So, you know, keeping to cover and whatnot is a thing in RPGs, tack shooters and stuff like that. You're so tough in a superhero RPG, you probably don't need to worry about it.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, just to give it context. So, but this guy is I am going to give you the cover because it is, you know, Crusader is a lot less able to shake off bullets. So it's not necessarily a bad strategy to try and take advantage of environmental, you know, benefits. And cover. Here we go. Behind cover, -2 to their OCV, or -2 to their attack. So I got -6. And I'm sorry, your DCV currently is a
8.
8. Okay, so I need to roll a nat 3, which I did not roll. So they're firing away at you. They have no fucking chance. This guy. Oh, the guy is actually pretty close to you, Crusader. What is your DCV currently?
I think it's 11.
11. Okay. Then it is. Let's see here. 15. I need a 4 to hit you. No,
okay.
I need a 3 to hit you because of the range. Nope. So he turns and he fires wildly at you, but you're ducking out of the way. These guys are going to move over and get ready to fire at you. This guy is down now the ladder. Start running over here. And this guy is going to run to the edge of his building to try and get at Quantum. Guys, we've reached segment 12. Everyone gets a post-12 recovery. Go ahead and click on recovery once. And then it's up to Crusader again. What are you doing?
Wow. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to risk everything and get to here.
Your question, James?
How much should I have recovered?
Your recovery stat is 16.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
It did do right. Sorry.
Nice.
Seemed a bit high.
And I will strike this guy who's heading for the door.
You got it. Okay. So pay your endurance, or set your powers, pay your endurance, set your skill levels, pick your maneuver.
So let's go for a strike.
Okay.
I think it's just a strike, isn't it?
Martial strike.
Sorry. I'm looking at the general maneuvers.
Yeah, the martial ones are always superior.
What's all this?
Oh, you're saying nerve strike.
What's all this noise?
No, I'm in the wrong place. Place. Martial strike. Found it.
Okay.
There. I'm going to go half DC. Okay. I'm going to go pay my endurance. Bosh. Melee attack. Ouch. Ouch.
How does this guy go down?
He opens the door and I smash him through it.
Incredible. Quantum, what are you doing?
I guess I should do something to help Crusader.
Okay.
And I will fly down and then smack the guy that's on the ground floor.
Okay. So if you're flying, then you're paying your flight and whatever quantum blast you're using. Remember, like, let's say you wanted to catch a guy to interrogate, right? You could use your entangle for that, where you use, because your quantum entanglement creates an entangle feature for them, where it's using like comic book, gravitic effects.
Yeah, let's imagine I wanted to do that.
Okay.
No, I'll just smack this guy.
Smack the guy. You got it. Okay. Just so you zip down.
Yeah.
You've paid your endurance.
I've paid my endurance. Have I? No, I haven't paid my. There's paid my endurance.
Okay. Set your skill levels, and range is 10.
That's annoying. Should have got closer. No, let's go there. And
if you want to be one closer, I'm fine with it. Like, you've got the movement, right? So
let's just do the thing. Yeah,
that's good enough. All right, so 34, 24. This is an interesting situation. So minus 10 for his physical defense would lead 24 damage. So he's taken 24 damage. He's not quite down. Wow. However, the amount of stun he took is more than his constitution score. So he is stunned and has to spend his next action recovering from being stunned. So blue is stunned. So you've hit this guy. But why don't you give us a 2d6 roll? Let's see about knockback. Because if you knock him back into a wall, he may take some damage. No.
Oh, that wasn't good.
Okay, so that'll only be 2 meters. That's not going to be enough to really do anything substantial to get through his armor. But you did knock him back, so he staggers back 1 as well. Crusader, what are you doing?
I will.
Incidentally, sorry, Graham, when things are stunned, the reason I'm marking it for you, they're at half DCV.
Exactly. So why don't I take advantage? I think I'm going to go for my usual strike, which means I'm all set up to go.
Okay. Just pay your endurance.
I'll pay the endurance cost.
Perfect.
Bosh, and click the melee attack.
So what is a combo we see here?
I am rolling well. He disappears. There's a long shot as he disappears down the corridor, arms flailing.
Love it. All right, then Quantum, you're up again. What are you doing?
Let's see. Let's get me measuring out. I'm thinking I can fly up here and be out of sight. But I suppose it doesn't really matter if these guys can see me anyway.
Yeah, because again, they don't know it yet, but they really can't harm you.
So I will. Okay, sorry. Let me press the right buttons.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the same thing again. So I'll pay and I'm running through my me power.
Yep.
So I'll jump up.
Oop.
Change the.
James has done the thing where we try and move a token with a measuring tool, so we've fit that quota for the day. Is that where you're going? The first lot, like the roof in the lower building?
Yeah, because I'm guessing I can see just to probably see the guy above and the guy on my level.
Yep. Okay.
Let's, because it's probably funnier. Let's shoot the guy right in front of me.
Okay.
On the level above. It'd be quite funny to knock him
the
back
level above,
into the air.
he's going to have cover though, just because like picture at least half of his body's got to have been concealed by it. It's not going to make
would that give him as a defense?
It would give him effectively. It would be so. Rules is written. It subtracts from your OCV, but I'll just count it in the math of his DCV.
Okay.
So you just need to hit a 6 then if you want to hit the guy. If you want to land and like blast the guy above, you could also do a free presence attack against that guy in front of you after.
I'm just going to do this guy then. Let's go for the guy above. Come on, give a decent roll.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's more like it.
That is a big. So this guy, give us a 2d6 roll. Because there's a possibility you send him flying off the building. 2 meters. Okay, so, but he is taken out of the fight. And, well, let's take a look at our presence attack once again. Your presence attack starts at a 3d6. Do you want to say something to the guy in front of you?
You next, sonny boy. What?
So that'll be good. We'll give you an extra d6 for that. The target is also surprised because you sort of fly out of nowhere. And you just demonstrated a very superior violent power. So we'll give you another 2d6 from that. So
Sweet.
Why don't you... It'll be a total of 6d6, please. Woo! All right. So that is 10 more, 14 more technically, than his presence. So the target is very impressed. He hesitates, and he can only perform a half-phase action during his next phase. So you've startled him. He's only going to be able to take a half-phase action. Which is going to be to move to cover and shout back at his ally, "She's over here!" And then this guy, he's going to... Oh, boy. He'll move over here and set to get ready to shoot when someone comes around. Crusader, you're up next. What are you doing?
I hope that's all right, Quantum. I think you've got this. I'm going to head for the door and go through into the building where he was going to get to the hostages.
Love it. Okay. Quantum?
I hope that's all right. I think you can manage this, James.
See, I think I can move here, right? Just by running.
Yep.
Sweet, sweet.
And then I'll blast. Oh, sorry, I should have set my things. So no flying, full blast.
And that's got to be scary as fuck. You got the shimmering aura around you from your force field. You're just casually walking forward and then...
Oh, dear.
Okay, give us a 2d6 roll. That actually might not knock him back. And he does only take 21. He's stunned. Oh, but that is 5 meters. So 1, 2. So he's about there. All right. Then the Crusader runs in to go and save hostages. Quantum, you're up again. What are you doing?
I will trot up again to get nice and close.
Okay, pay your endurance.
Endurance.
Set your combat levels. Your range is going to be negligible.
Yeah. And here we go again.
DCV 5. 53 stun, though. Holy shit. Give us a 2d6 roll.
Oh, weak.
But he goes flying off the roof. The guy above is going to try and get you. So he's set against you. The range is 8 meters. So he's... Pythagoras would put him up to the next one. So that'll be... is your DCV 8 right now?
Yep.
Okay, so then that's... let's see here. 13. He needs a 5 or better. No, he needs a 6 or better. Or less to get you. Nope. So he's firing down at you. Cannot seem to get a shot on you. Quantum, what are you doing?
I will do the... Oh, I'll try the full Monty again.
Okay.
So what... So
if you run out of endurance,
range.
you'll start taking stun damage in lieu of your endurance costs.
Okay.
But what you could do, if you want to fly, if you want to blast him, he's going to have some cover because of the angle. But if you want to fly, and you could, say, use your restrained blast.
Yeah, I'll maybe do that.
Okay. So just pay the endurance for flight, put it on the restrained blast. And you can move up to 20. Anna says, good luck. Jeez. So if you wanted to be... Yeah, you could move right behind him. And then try and blast him off the roof if you'd like. Go ahead.
So let's go with that.
It's a restrained blast. Wow! So he is... Give us a 2d6 roll, please.
Because this is what I'm hoping, that with him so close to the edge...
Yep, that's excellent use of the... Oh! Okay. All right, so then that brings the last of them down. You guys have successfully defeated the Viper agents, and you have rescued the hostages. What you can do is click on recover enough times until your endurance is full once again. I am going to remove the villains from the initiative tracker.
And could I take a moment, just about a minute off screen, just for a second?
Yeah. Why don't we take our mid-session break? Then we'll come back and see if you guys have any questions about what happened over the course of the fight, and then I'll set you up for your next one. So for those listening at home, we'll be back in about 5 minutes.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Let's add a new opponent. Let's see. No, not add turn. Click on him. Go. Nice. Okay. I do love the macros for adding turns in. Like, that's something that's really quite nice.
Is that specific to this implementation?
Exactly. Yeah. Like, the way that the guys automated the sheet is just, it does so much of the heavy lifting that would otherwise be the, you know, a lot of arithmetic and a lot of like, okay, what turn is it again? Who's gone? But like,
I've realized that
some reading for tonight.
Yeah.
It's just a battle. Nice. Very nice. Okay, I'm just gonna...
I don't know anything about them, so...
I only know them from there's that short with the Necrons from a bit ago. So first...
Oh, yeah.
Any questions, guys, about what came up in our superhero slugfest for taking out those normal guys?
So I think I've come to realize that the character sheet is an enormous extended, it's like one of those sheets that you click on before you make a roll. So basically, you're setting a huge range of modifiers based on your action. And it's basically, you're just clicking in and it does all the pre-calc for you, which is great. Yep. My sort of question would be, if you weren't on Roll20, how, and you were literally having to kind of work out which ones you're going to do, and then how does it play? I've never played it.
It's a very busy system, and you just need to, if you're comfortable with that level of complexity, then you just, what I would say, like from us playing it back in the day, you just get used to it. Like, you get used to doing that math of like, they've changed the math in the most recent edition, but the way that I described it before, 11 plus OCV minus DCV, you just get used to doing that, right? And you know what your character does not change a huge amount. So once you know how to play your character, you're good to go. Like,
I mean, if you can prorate a Shiver and Sorcery 2nd edition mage, you can do anything.
Exactly.
So I think,
like the games that were competitors for this back in the day that we would play would be like, you know, GURPS and Rollmaster. And so, like, there was not exactly a lot of like light crunch games that we were. AD&D 2nd edition we played quite a bit as well, and Call of Cthulhu, both of those were quite light. But like, this was it was a higher end of crunch, but you just sort of got used to it, you know. And I
did a lot of FGU in the 80s.
I was going to say, Graham, later in the year, then let's give us that Aftermath one shot, and we've got that website that does the same calcs. Click all the boxes as to what applies, and then hit. So do you feel lucky?
Let's do it.
It's the virtual tabletop. I will say it makes the game substantially more accessible to people who aren't just hero fanatics, and that's awesome because like it's
great.
Caitlin, let's because this fits, I think, in our whole Excalibur as the super spy agency meets, you know, supernatural investigation thing. Yeah, there's some demons. All right. So let me grab the...
I'm going to zoom in here.
For this. So I'll position you guys. Let's see here. Let me just take this off of the character. None.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Okay, I just need to get where's my bestiary. Where is my? Here it is. All right, here we go. Shadow Demon. Ooh, giant crab. Here we go. Demon. Demon Steed. Jinn. I want that. Demon Hound. I might adopt that. Demon Prince of Power. Let's see here. Spider Demon. Shadow Demon. Iron Demon. Firelash Demon.
No, say no.
Here we go. This is one I want to use. Draco Demon. Okay. Body and stun. Okay. Here we go. There is... You know what? There's only 2 of you. Let's make only 1 Draco Demon. It is pretty... John learned the value of a force field in our first encounter with this when it charged in and would have reduced him to ashes with his first attack. He's like, you know what? Maybe I will put that up. So, okay. So, what's going on?
Your force field up then, Crusader?
Yeah.
Stay light on my feet. Stay light on my feet.
So let's assume, here's what's happened, is Black Paladin has found this high point in this, it's some, British metropolis, Manchester maybe, and he's positioned himself in a place that happens to have ley line significance to it. So he is working some ritual. I will tell you about Black Paladin because he might be my favorite enemy in Champions, and I use him a lot in these demonstrations. He is actually long centuries ago, in the time of good King Arthur, one of the greatest enemies of Camelot and the Knights of the Round Table was the House of de Morfond, a family of French knights so black-hearted and cruel that the people said, "Quand il pleut, le monde pleure pour les méfaits de Morfond." How was my French there, James? Pretty abysmal?
Oh, you were speaking French.
When it rains, the world is weeping for the de Morfond's deeds. And the most wicked of all the scions of de Morfond was Gilles, known far and wide as the Black Paladin for his dark armor and even darker soul. Many of Arthur's best and strongest knights came against the Black Paladin only to have their bloody heads sent back to the king. With his deadly mace, Breuilleur d'Espoir, Crusher of Hope, and his terrible sword, Consommateur des Ombres, Eater of Shadows, and an enchanted suit of armor that let him vanish from one spot and appear somewhere else, the Black Paladin was virtually invincible. So good luck with that, guys.
Virtually.
So here's what happened. He's done, I don't know, some dark, nefarious bullshit. He is up completing a ritual on the top of this structure on the south side there. And he has called forth a shadowy Draco demon to guard him while he is doing so. I'm going to assume you guys knew that was the case. How would you like to approach him? You want to deal with his watchdog first, or deal with Sir Gilles directly? First.
I think we should. Well, I think if he's busy doing a ritual, he should be stopped from doing that ritual, because it probably can't be good that he's doing that. And I can't disrupt him without getting to him, really.
You could. Your stealth is fantastic, right? You got a 16, I think. Either 15 or 16 on a 3d6. So
sure.
Which is to say, you're a superhero, so you could probably sneak up on him if you chose to. Facing him alone, that is the question of whether it's wise.
No. I think we should definitely double team him.
Okay.
In which case, probably. What do you think, Conson? What should we just take out his minion and then both deal with him?
I'm still traumatized by you just talking about us double teaming him. But I guess I can smack him from here as well.
Okay.
Well, I'm asking how you're approaching, because it's whether they're aware of you approaching or not.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So what is the approach? Are you just going to fly down the street, get to
I
them?
guess I'll let you sneak up, right? And when you shout, I'll try and fly out. And
All right, we'll do that.
We can assume you guys have
I'll
comms.
go up onto the building and fire.
We can assume you guys have comms. You got the 60s equivalent of comms, so a giant, transistor thing.
Yeah.
As drawn by Jack Kirby, of course. So, position yourselves on the map where you think you would be then. I'll just keep an eye out for it. I've zoomed out to 40 now, so I can see the whole block.
Oh gosh, how am I going to do this? Yeah, is it like Skyrim when you get to about 90 sneak, you can just walk up to people that don't even see you? Actually, it's going to be really hard because this thing's right in the way, isn't it?
You could come from the side, you could come from the bottom as well. Just if you're planning on dealing with his watchdog first, that is... I guess you can want to decide how you want to engage him.
Yeah. I mean, ideally, we avoid his watchdog completely and let that sort of stroll around while we basically find our way up to the top. So I think what I'm going to try and do, rightly or wrongly, it might not work, is I'm going to try and I'll move myself with the intention of what I'm doing rather than necessarily what it is. So I'm here.
So you can start yourself anywhere on the map you'd like, really. Like,
Okay.
I put them there just for the sake of you guys seeing where they are. I'm fine. If you approach from another side of the street, from another place, that's absolutely
So
fine.
I'm kind of going to head from there and sort of get to there and across to there is my plan.
Yeah, love it. Okay.
No, I don't. Oops.
If you want to avoid line of sight too, Crusader, you could have come from over here, right? Could have come down that block there, run across to here, and then scamper up. Not worry about... the map is quite big, primarily because in our guard campaign, one of the characters is a super speedster. So he moves all over the fucking map. It's amazing.
Flash.
Okay. So if you guys want to start there, though, we can start right there. So then, first up is Crusader. What are you doing?
I can't glide, so I don't think so. I'm going to run.
Okay. Graham, would you mind just measuring somewhere else with your tool? Just because I've got an artifact right now, and as soon as you measure somewhere else, it'll go away.
You know what? Yeah.
Perfect. It does that sometimes. Roll 20. We'll just...
Yeah. Actually, you're right. In fact, it was held on mine. Okay.
Okay. What are you going to do? So choose your powers, spend your endurance. If you're not attacking this round, you're not spending anything.
I'm not attacking.
Okay.
I will run. I think it's a run.
Nice. So that'll be up to 36 meters on a run.
It's 18 square, 18. To that.
Okay. Why don't you give us a stealth check? This will be a contestable with the
Here it is. Here we go.
perception. Wow, that's a nice roll, though. 18. Sorry, 18. So what that means, that is 8. So your degree, like margin of success, just like in GURPS, you sort of subtract what you rolled from what you needed to roll.
Yeah, okay.
I rolled incredibly well. I didn't roll that well.
Oh.
So yeah. In spite of this, the thing, which seems to be made of like strangely coalesced and sort of drifting shadows, it looks over in your direction, but doesn't seem to have seen you. Black Paladin is focusing on his ritual. Quantum, what are you doing? To decide what you want to do, spend your endurance. Like, for instance, if you want to activate your force shield, remember, you just got to spend it to the endurance to activate it.
Exactly.
After that, it stays active.
That's the only thing I'm doing.
Okay. Are you not moving?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm waiting for...
Got it. Then why don't you...
Crusade to get into position.
I can't remember. Do you have a Do you have any points in stealth under skills? If not, I think there should be a everyman skill listed there. Everybody can try and sneak. Oh, I don't have everyman listed in yours. Hold up, give me a sec.
No. I mean, I'm just going to stay right where I am with my
right, but you're
waiting.
Also presumably trying to not be seen by the critter that's there. So let me just give you like a lot of games, you have what's called everyman skills in this, that everybody, like, it's presumed that almost everyone who's an adult knows how to drive in North America. It's presumed you've got some understanding of stealth, of your, like, local history, things like that. That's captured by the everyman skill. So, Quantum, give us an everyman skill then for your stealth. And I'm going to try and sniff you out. So you activate your power, and that appears to have gotten the attention of the Draco Demon. Let's just move.
Oh.
So you cannot see it, but you can hear it. It does not have it in the illustration, but what you see is those little tendrils drifting off of its back. They kind of like latch onto its back and then tear up, pulling part of its flesh away to form wings. And then it casts itself into the air. Anna says this is bullshit. Bringing my bing ball. Let's check here, guys. Oof. Oof. Sorry about that. Fucking my groceries came like an hour earlier than I expected.
Nice.
So, yeah, nice. Okay, then the demon, its wings now full. It can fly 30 feet, 30 meters. So it flies to the end of the block. It's about 2 meters up, so just like, you know, kind of close to nape of the earth as it looks over and sees you, Quantum. Everyone can do a post-segment 12 recovery. So click on recovery, and then it is Crusader's turn. What are you doing, Crusader?
Oh, right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, screw it. I've got the feeling I can't take Black Paladin on my own. Although, let's try it. I'm going to try it.
Yeah, so these training things are for.
Sorry, so I climbed the building. I'm not sure how much my move there is. I climbed to the top of the building there. And my plan is to stealthily move using these.
So your vertical leap is 5 meters. So you can leap up and land on that. Each story is 4 meters.
Okay, do that.
So, yeah, full round move. You've got yourself up there.
Okay.
Black Paladin continues his dark ritual.
I hoped he might be doing that.
Quantum, you seem to have a demon problem. So decide what you want to do with your turn. Set your powers, pay your endurance, set your combat skills, and then take your turn. It has wings now, too. That was something John's character did not know either. So it was another good example of, like, part of the fun in the standard superhero thing is also, like, there are so many villains that are available in the game. Part of it is, like, learning. If you're not a, like, long-term Champions nerd, you don't know what these guys do. So part of it is, like, learning what the villains' powers are in real time and then figuring out how you're going to defeat them. What do you think, Quantum? So you can untick your force field because that is definitely up now. You don't need to spend that again. But if you want to fly, you're going to want to add that. If you wish to attack, you're going to want to tick that as well. This is another thing where you could use Entangle. Like, you've got a really nice... You could also try and blind it. Got a variety of different powers you could access. What are you thinking?
Yeah, that's a good idea. I might try that. If it's a darky thing, I will... Do I have to do my flash at the end rather than the start?
Do you mean your move? You always... Yeah, you do your move, then you take your action in this game.
Okay, then I will get rid of the force and I will... Okay, I'll
so if you're
pay
going to
my
fly
end.
and you're going to do blinding... Yeah, those two, pay your endurance, make your move, and then set your... whatchamacallit? Your combat levels as well.
So, I guess I could probably get to about there, right? Given all the different heights and everything.
Oh, you're only flying?
Yeah.
To get to where? There?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. You paid your endurance for flight. Oh, yeah, because you were at full already. All right. Yeah. Then it is the demon's turn. It sees you flying over there. It will turn... Oops, sorry, I closed the turn order. Wrong button, Madison. The turn order, into my eyes, looks very much like the measuring tool in here, so I routinely fuck it up. All right, so this thing, it angles to the side. It's going to fly up a bit, and then it's going to continue flying after you. Ooh, that building's in the way, though. So it's going to start flying. It'll get to right there, I guess. And you can see that as his mouth opens up, there are flames beginning to stir in it. There's that, like, distortion of heat that you can see when you look inside a furnace. Crusader, what are you doing?
So, I'm not. I need to be mindful of the amount of move I can do. I suppose I'm trying to sneak up on him, aren't I? So can I get to the side of that building? Yeah.
Yep. So that's one move. Give us a stealth check. And I'll make a perception check for Black Paladin.
This is where I completely fluff it. Yeah, it's just
I got 2 degrees of success. You got 3. Lovely.
Just.
Lovely. Okay, so what do we see as you're inching towards? You can hear him speaking in the impeccable French that I demonstrated earlier. I won't chew up time demonstrating more of my proficiency with the language, but
so on the screen you can see a shadow, but you can see subtitles come up as I speak in Brittonic, which is the language of the ancient of the Britons, of the Romano Britons.
Nice.
Of the true Arthur, saying, "Your time has come, Black Paladin," and it's just down there.
Not for nothing, your name does have a much different ring to it when it's a British character than an American character. So, all right, Black Paladin does not seem to have noticed you. He continues with his foul ritual. Quantum, you seem to have made a friend. So here's one thing too. Size factors into this as well, so it's easier to hit a larger target.
Right.
What are you thinking of doing, Quantum?
Combat.
I will tell you this. You seem to be faster than this thing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm just trying to keep ahead of it.
So you're just going to fly this round?
I'll try. I'll just probably. I will just do this brilliant bolt thing and see if that has any joy.
Okay. So, are you going to fly as well?
No, because.
Okay. Then go ahead and tick that.
No, actually, to your point.
Well, you know what? No, you actually will have another action before it goes again.
Yeah. So I'll just try doing that, and I'll pay the endurance.
If I might make a suggestion too, you can do a multi-attack because if that's your full round, if you're not moving, you could do a brilliant bolt. Oh no, it's a multi-power, so you can't switch between them. But what I was going to suggest is doing both an entangle and a brilliant bolt. But because it's a multi-power, only one of them can be active per phase. So, but anyway, so brilliant bolt. And if you wish to set, you'll get a net +1 as well. So pay your endurance. He's 14 away. Under the OC, under the modifiers, there's a little space next to the range or above the range. You can put 1 into your OCV because you'll gain a 1 OCV modifier for effectively aiming your blast.
Right. And I will. Oh no! Actually, I should put it on OCV because I get to, as you say, I don't need to on that. So let's change over to the powers.
Hits DCV 7. His DCV is a 6. So let's see here. So the Brilliant Bolt doesn't, the stun we don't need to worry about. Here's the way Flash works. Is first we see if he has any Flash defense. I actually don't know if he does. He does not. So then, with Flash, we only look at the normal body you rolled, which is 14. That is the number of segments that his senses are disabled.
Right.
And that's segments, not phases. So basically, until segment 6 of the next round, he's going to be blinded. So, what do we see when you activate this blinding bolt?
Yeah, I think it's just a flow of light comes out of me and smacks him in the face.
This thing howls in frustration. Then it is Crusader's turn.
So I'm going to suggest that those pyrotechnics is a fantastic distractor because it's right in his line of sight, or depending where he's facing. I don't know that. Well, I mean, basically, I'm going to try and sneak right up to him, and then I'm actually going to thwack him one.
Nice. Okay. So then it would be, so you would, you can do that, sure. Because you could do your leap and then land down. Give us one more stealth check, and then he'll be at half DCV if he's not aware of you.
Let's see what we get.
I rolled.
As I say, I'm hoping that distraction will actually help this, but then of course it depends what I roll as well. So let's just do that.
Come here. Incredible. 7. He's going to be at half DCV for this. So then as you're landing down, so spend your endurance, or set your power, spend your endurance, set your combat levels.
Powers, it's going to be a melee attack. The combat, always go for the marshals.
So you know you're catching him flat-footed, as it were, so he's going to be at half DCV, so it's easier to hit, but he is also, you've heard, a very impressive opponent.
Yeah. I think this is my chance to go for the half DC thing.
Okay.
Looking at what I've got, could I try offensive strike? Oh no, that is not as good as martial strike. Is that right?
Offensive strike does more damage. A martial strike that will, once you without your combat skill levels in, it normally does 10d6 damage. An offensive strike does 12d6 damage. it's harder to hit with it, and then you could also put all your combat levels into damage for martial arts and hand-to-hand. That would bump it up to 16d6 damage on a hit.
Okay. So unaware. I think I would try this as my big blow.
Got
give
it.
This a crack.
Oh yeah.
So I'll click on offensive strike.
So you've got your combat skill levels in half DC.
They are.
Awesome. Yep. Then go ahead.
I shall pay my endurance. Click. Go back to powers, and here's the roll.
See, come on. You need a DCV 5. That's a big hit. Oh. All right. So you come down. Is there something in Brittonic that you say to him as you land a strike?
It's the land rejects you, I say.
Love it. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so his DCV, his that does hit. His physical defense is a 36. So you do 20 points of damage to him. I don't think he has damage reduction.
Gracious.
Yeah, he doesn't because his he hasn't had a chance to set his shield. He's been focused on this. So look at this.
Oh, right, yeah.
That is, so 36 means 20 gets through, though. Look at this. Boom! 20, unfortunately, is not more than his constitution, so he is not stunned.
Wow, okay.
But, and then his 15 body, because it wasn't a killing attack, he gets to use that full 36 against it. The body doesn't get through there. So, back in the fiction, what do we see as Crusader leaps up and says this to this guy?
I smash into him, basically, and I sort of leer over him slightly as he sort of staggers very slightly and turns to me, and I say, let's fight.
Nice! He says to you in, like, ancient French as well.
Oh, French, yeah.
Yeah, so I will oblige. So his free action is, as he brings his hand down, there is a shield that manifests in front of him. That is the demon's head shield.
Nice.
Then he is going to gesture and bring Eater of Shadows, his longsword, cursed longsword, out. And curse-giving longsword as well. So, he is going to try and hit you. So I want to put all my... What is your current DCV?
So, 10.
10. Awesome. So there's two things you can do before I make my attack. You can choose to abort to dodge, which means you get to use your martial dodge. You give up your next action, but it adds with a martial dodge +5 to your DCV.
Right.
So it makes it harder for me to hit. The other option you have is you can abort to a block, which is you making it, once I make my attack, if I'm successful, you make an attack against my OCV, and if you're successful, it negates the damage.
Right. I think I will try the block.
Nice. Okay. So then, let me see if I hit first. So then you're going to be aborting. It means you're losing your next turn. And
okay.
Yeah, we're almost at the end of the session. I'll look it up afterwards, but let's see here. Okay, so your DCV, I'm sorry, is a 10 right now.
Right now it's 10.
Yep.
I've got a shield on, but I don't think I've used that.
No, and your shield is for against range attacks only.
Got you.
I think. Hold up. No, you can use it. And that'll actually, that one's awesome because you actually requires a block as well. That's where you get that +4. You know, your skill levels you've got in that, that's only to help with block. So when you make your block roll, activate all those levels into OCV. You do need to leave the other skill levels where they are, because once you've set them, until the start of your next turn, you can't set them. But you know those 4 you've got that are only versus block range attacks?
Yeah.
You can use that against this. I know it says range attacks, but fuck it. Let's live a little. Okay. All right. So his total OCV right now is a 15. So 26 minus 10 is a 16 or less I need to hit.
Wow, okay. Yeah.
I did hit. Eater of Shadows has met, like, that shield appears and the sword is out before almost you can see it. His DCV, the OCV is a 15, so now you'll be making a block. So set your things to martial block.
Set. And my combat skill levels, what do I do with those?
You leave them where they are. Combat skill levels you can only set during your turn. The reason we only activate the block ones during is because they're situational. So you can activate those now, which should raise your OCV to an 11, I guess.
Correct.
Okay. Then go ahead and make your attack. You're needing to hit a OCV of 15.
So I think it's this one.
Use your melee attack. You use melee attack for that.
Oh, do I? Not the shield power.
I don't think I've got that set up as an attack, actually.
No worries.
Okay,
Then go back to combat. Go down to martial block. It doesn't let me click it.
Let's see.
Sorry, just.
No,
wait.
Let's see here. Martial block. All right.
Blocked.
You got it active now. So that'll give you a +2 to OCV. So that should raise it up to. Look at that.
It's 11 still, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then also on your sheet, go ahead and tick. Oh, you know what? Yeah. That's why. Oh, that's okay. No, that's fine. That's fine. Then give us, put your block range attacks, put all of those into, like, because they're only ever going to be used for block, what actually might be an easier way to keep track of it, Graham, is just keep it in OCV like this, and then only tick them on when you apply on the left side. Okay. So now you should have 15 versus 15. This isn't 11 or less.
Wow. So what do I actually click, though, to do that?
Melee attack. That'll make it roll the attack for you. We just ignore the damage you roll.
Gotcha. Down there.
And it's a DCV 15 we're looking for.
12.
Oh, jeez. What do we see? As you nearly managed to get in the way of this.
The sparks as it flies off the shield, but the blade strikes true.
Okay, so this one does, let's see here, 4d6 plus 1. Not 4d61, 4d6 plus 1. Killing attack. So your resistant damage is 0 otherwise, because you're shield. So it's 11 body you take.
Oof.
Yeah. And 33 stun. But that'll be that you can reduce by 20, which is your physical defense. That brings it down to 13 stun. So you would subtract that from your character sheet. Oh, so that is a bad fucking hit. Your constitution is higher, so you're not stunned, but this cuts in. Also, technically, it also would activate a major transform, which would curse you with unluck. So his sword forces a disadvantage on you.
Nice.
I'm just going to roll the damage for that because it's 8d6, and then what I need to do is I need to get more. This is actually an opportunity to count body. So one of the last things we'll talk about, and then we'll call it a session, is how you calculate body. The way you calculate body damage is on a d6. 1 counts as 0. Anything other than a 6 or a 1 counts as 1, and a 6 counts as 2. So from this roll of 8d6, 2 6s, 2 1s, I know that's 8. I don't need to do any further interrogation of it. 8 is not enough because your body is a, what, 20? No.
Body's currently at 3.
No, but total is 14. Yeah. So he needs to accumulate 14 in order to activate this transformation.
Oh, okay.
But it is a... Oh, it's not cumulative. So, and then like what it says is basically if Eater of Shadows does manage to do enough to transform you, you lose your shadow and you gain unluck. So that's just the way it's been built. So you didn't get that. So that was a bad hit. Quantum clearly would that we were going to continue this fight would need to come soaring in to assist her ally there while that demon flounders. But do you guys have any questions about what you've seen, having faced Black Paladin and his demon pet?
Yeah, Crusader would be screwed.
Yeah, I think so. I think so, actually. And I think what's interesting, and I guess you will know, and the actual game will support this, but actually balancing up opponents with these sort of quite significant powers, and some of them are sort of quite almost like attenuated in particular parts of the combat flow, could be quite tricky, because you've got, you know, sometimes huge disparities for both opponents smashing into each other.
Yeah, and that's part of the fun of this type of thing, is that niche protection for your characters is huge, because the things that you're really great at, like your character is, like let's say, imagine you didn't put those combat levels into defense, you had those in OCV instead. This one, did you have them in? Yeah, you had them in damage, that's right, because you couldn't reset them. If you had your combat levels in OCV, you decided to just try and, like, you know, do enough, then that would have been sufficient to block that. So, you know, you would know that, okay, when I face something potent like that, I need to be fighting on the defensive. It also doesn't help. This guy's a really quick opponent, so he's acting as often as you guys are. So it's a lot of sort of fighting on the back foot type thing. Also, like making use of abilities like blinding, like figuring out what is most effective against your adversary is huge. These demons have damage resistance against physical and energy. So if you'd use your regular attack on a Quantum, it would have damaged him, but whatever got through the armor would have been halved. So it wouldn't have affected him as much as what your blind, your entangle is a great way of tying people up for a little bit. Or if you combine your entangle with other people's attacks, when they're entangled, they're at half DCV.
Right.
So a target that's harder to hit, like say Black Paladin, especially with that fucking shield of his up, getting an entangle or getting a blind on him, that's a huge way of getting a benefit for your adversaries, or your allies rather. Any other comments on your first scrap with Black Paladin? Has drawn blood about half the times thus far that we've used him, so
yeah, I'm not surprised.
He's a very, like, there's a reason we're using only one villain this one. He's a very potent adversary, so like it's not the way that you, like, what I would probably have said, like if we were encountering Black Paladin in the actual game or whatnot, I probably would have built on what you said. You know, like if your character, we don't know what Crusader's backstory is or whatnot, and like in the course of whatever crazy shit that happened to him while he was kidnapped, it could very well be that he was like, he's got a mentor who's a ghost from Arthurian times or whatever the fuck. Like, it's comics, you can make whatever the fuck up you want to make it fit for the thing. So or he could be completely delusional about that, depending on sort of what era of comics you want to draw on. That is a very 80s, British comic writer vibe of having it being just he's deluded and thinks that he speaks to his ancestor. But anyway, well, that brings us to the end of the session. We're over time right now, so I'm not going to belabor things. But any other comments, guys? And your first, does that help you manage what your characters are capable of when things come to violence, and what to expect from regular foes versus superhuman foes?
Yeah, it's quite a leap. It's quite a big leap. Yeah.
Yep, indeed.
Well, and these guys, I will point out as well, like Quantum, you have taken that demon out for an entire round. That's like, I think you guys either have a speed of 5 or 6. That's 5 or 6 actions you can take before, with this thing being unable to see you guys. So, think of how much you accomplished in that 6-round, or the round with the enemies. You took everybody out in the span of like one turn plus one extra segment, right? So, things move fast in here. Even though there's a lot going on, you'll find resolution kind of comes pretty quickly. And Crusader, what is your recovery is a 10. So remember the recovery that Quantum took? Even though you've taken body damage, you could still recover that stun. Right. So like if you decided like, shit, I need to take a moment to catch my breath, get some distance with him. Would do. Yeah. There's also, because the game is such an old game, it has sort of incorporated a lot of the situational rules that you would expect from it. So like if you wanted to make use of the surroundings or things like that, there's plenty of opportunity to do that as well, to use environmental, in a video game it would be called environmental kills. But those are the kind of things you can also take advantage of. But anyway, well, guys, that brings us to the end of our training day. So for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for our opportunity to see these heroes beat the living hell out of a bunch of minions and then face possibly my favorite villain in the Champions universe. As is always the case, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session, the campaign, or the game we're playing, please don't hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section down below, and I'll endeavor to reply in a timely fashion. There's also a link down below to the Dungeon Musings Discord server where all of us are active. We have a channel there dedicated to Champions and Hero games, and I believe I've posted these character sheets over there. So if you are interested in seeing what these characters look like in the numbers, I have that over there. I've mentioned that beforehand. Crusader is a character from the first box set. Quantum is a character from the 4th edition of the game, the big blue book that had a classic George Perez cover for that edition. There is also channels there dedicated to most of the games and campaigns we run on the channel, as well as Find a Group, GM discussion, virtual tabletop chat. There's a terrific, helpful, knowledgeable, and friendly community over there. You're more than welcome to join us. There's also a link down below to our friends at Noble Knight Games. Noble Knight Games is the preeminent unionized retailer of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs in North America. Not only do they have an incredible selection of new role-playing games, board games, and card games, they have an unmatched selection of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs. If they don't have something in stock that you're looking for, you can put it on a want list and they'll send you an email when it comes in. And if you make a purchase of $10 or more through their website, be sure to enter the code NOBLEMUSER. It's listed in the description down below. That'll save you 10%, all caps, all one word. It'll save you 10% on any purchase of $10 or more through the website. That discount code will change as of October 15, 2025. So if you're listening to this after that time, come back to one of our more recent videos. You'll see what the current discount code is there. The last thing I will say is a huge thank you to our stalwart heroes. So James and Graham, thank you so much for joining me in our Danger Room training simulator. I hope you found this edifying for planning how you plan to beat the living shit out of Dracula's minions in 2 weeks' time. And until we see you again, for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us. As always, we'll be back in 2 weeks, but until then, we hope that we gave you a few hours to take your mind off the troubles of our world and think about the troubles that our heroes, the agents of Until, are encountering on their road to taking on the famous Wallachian himself. And until we see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy gaming.